Alright, hey, I'm going to show you how to make a ramp slow-mo effect using Adobe Premiere Elements. And you can use the same technique, I guess, to make a ramp slow-mo in any other kind of software that's not After Effects, except Movie Maker, pretty much. But everything in between, you can use this technique to make ramp slow-mos. It's pretty easy, and I mean, it looks legit. I used to do it all the time when I edited with Premiere Elements. So what you're going to do is you're going to import your file that you want to ramp. I already have mine in here. Just going to drag it in, and it's just a picture of my buddy. So you can see that real quick. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut it down to size because we don't want too much extra stuff on the beginning or on the end after the trick. So I have it cut down. Alright, good enough. You're gonna right click the clip and click frame blend. You have to make sure that that's on. If you don't put it on now, you can still put it on later, but it's just a pain in the butt to do. So you're going to zoom in all the way, like drag this thing all the way to the right so that you can see each individual frame down here on the timeline. What you're going to do is you're going to scroll through until you find, usually I start my, if the trick is off of a gap or a ramp like this or stairs or something, you want to start the ramp slow-mo right about where they pop the tail. If it's a rail or something, that's kind of up to you, but this is just a basic rule of thumb. When they pop the tail, you're going to split the clip right at that frame. Then you're going to move forward exactly 2 frames and split it again. Move forward 2 frames, split it again. 2 more, split it. 2 more, split it. You're going to continue this all the way until you get to the land. I usually stop the ramp right about pretty much exactly when they land, when their wheels touch the ground, which would probably be about here. Yeah, that's good. Then what you're going to do, you're going to get it so you can see everything, and then here we have these little clips that we've created. You're going to select all of them except the first, all of them and the clip afterward, and you're just going to drag them over to the side because we're going to use them later, but we don't need them over here now. This is our workspace, you might say. So what you're going to do is you're going to click X, which is, you're going to click X on your keyboard, which is the time stretch tool. If you don't click X, you can click. If you don't want to click X, you can just click this little clock over here. It's the same thing. I think it's just faster to use the keyboard shortcuts. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and drag it over 1. If it's a shorter, actually don't drag it over 1, because if it's a shorter trick, then you can go ahead and drag it over 1 and then do the rest of what I'm going to tell you. But since this clip is, the trick is a little bit longer, I'm going to right click and go up to time stretch, and I'm going to put 80 and click OK. And then I'm going to drag over the next clip, hit X, and drag it out 1 frame longer. Then I'm going to hit V to go back to your selection tool, drag over the next clip, hit X again, drag it out 2 frames. Get your next clip, go 3. Next clip. Now this is kind of where it gets tricky, because you want to have even slow-moage, I guess, on either side of the middle of the trick. The middle is usually around the catch. I have 5 clips, I guess, already on this side. and I have 5 left over here. So basically this and the next clip are the middle. And so, I mean, it's not going to be perfect because you're not doing it in After Effects or anything. So since this clip is an extra 3 frames slowed down, I don't want to go 4 frames. You don't want to go more than 3 because when you get into 4, it goes pretty slow. So instead of dragging it out 4 extra frames, I'm gonna right click and hit time stretch, and I'm gonna put, say, 37. Hit OK. Then you're gonna drag over the next clip, and then you're gonna make this 3, or no, you're gonna make this 39, let's say. Then you're gonna drag over the next one and make that go 3. Sorry about that. Then make this one 2. Basically what you're doing is you're reversing it to get that kind of sound. You're going 1. Then for the last one, just like the first one, you're gonna right click time stretch and put it at 80. And drag this back to connect it. And it all depends on what your trick is or what your preferences are. It really does depend on the situation as far as how many clips you make, how much you slow it down, and especially the choices that you make toward the middle here. And like I said, if it's a shorter clip, you don't have to do the 80 thing. You can just go ahead and drag it out 1 for each clip, for the first clip. But as you do this more, you get used to it, you'll just start to do that automatically. And I think now, if we play it, you should get that nice sound that everybody loves. Sometimes it doesn't do it quite as effectively as After Effects, but you can still see the effect, and that's what we're doing. I'm gonna render it real quick. If you just hit enter to render, it makes the display look clearer. Magic. Let's watch that again. I like that. Alright, so now you can make ramp slow-mos without using After Effects. It's easy. It's really useful. I did it for years. I just recently started using Premiere Pro and After Effects. So then you can tell all your friends, yeah man, I know how to make a ramp slow-mo and you don't. So that's about it. Have fun with that and customize it and make it your own. Keep skating, making videos. Yeah.